I moved to the United States when I was 14. And when I was 15, I was working at a grocery store, just trying to make some money during the summer so that I can, get the things that I want. And all of a sudden, I heard this white man who was in the grocery store. Maybe, he was drunk or something, but he started just making a scene, and he was screaming and he was yelling. And the store manager, who also happened to be Filipino, was trying to calm him down. And I happened to be there too. So now there are two Filipinos in front of this white man. One of them was trying to calm him down, and me, I was just doing my job. But he looked at the manager, and then he saw me, he looked at me, and, all of a sudden he started saying, "You're Filipino, aren't you? You're Filipino, aren't you?" And then he looked at me, and I just nodded. And he said, "Fucking Filipinos, you come over here and you take all the jobs." That was just verbal, but as a 15-year-old kid, I got scared. I've never been, and this is me despite the fact that I've been exposed to racism pretty much all my life. I've never experienced something that was so blatant and so powerfully directed against me. And the fact that I was in a very different country now, a country where I was new to, a country where I am a minority and people like me are a minority, I felt really scared. I think I'm privileged enough that I was able to be educated about these issues, that I became aware of racism in general, of racism in general, and I understand where it's coming from. It's coming, it exists in our institutions. It also exists interpersonally among people. So I feel fortunate that I understand all of that, and that when I do experience it now, I have at least some cognitive ways that I can cope with it. And that helps me some. At least it helps me from blaming myself and from questioning myself, because I know that it's not me. I know that it's coming from the outside, and that it's not my problem. That people are like that. So it helps me from self-blame and from internalizing the racism that I experience. But then I think about other people who may not have, or who may not be as fortunate as I am, in terms of understanding what racism is and where it's coming from. And I think about how it affects them. So because as much as I'm aware of racism, as well as I'm able to handle it now, I still struggle with it, to a large extent. And so I can't even imagine, other people who are not as privileged as I am in terms of, learning about larger societal oppression, how they are able to handle racism. Like if they even have the words to talk about it, if they even have other people that they can talk to about it, people who will not judge them, who will understand them, who will validate their experiences. Because that's a big part of how I cope, is I talk to other people and other people validate my experiences. And then I feel like, all right, cool, I'm not crazy then.